Well, welcome back to another episode of FAFO for Trump voters. Now, this is probably the most ultimate FAFO moment that I have ever seen, so why don't we get into it?
Literally drove my car to Canada for the weekend, and on the way back, I was treated like a criminal.
An unwelcome return home for Bachir Atallah and his wife Jessica on Sunday when they say Customs and Border Patrol officers stopped them at the border between Vermont and Canada.
He asked me, exit the vehicle right now, and he reached for his gun. I said, okay, I'm exiting the vehicle. Keep your gun at your waist.
Keep in mind that this guy is not an undocumented person. He's not even a legal non-resident. He is a citizen. He's been a citizen for 10 years. But I mean, why would they want to detain him? It's not like he looks like someone that the Trump administration would go after. Maybe the name sounds kind of not white.
Just hours before, Atallah celebrated Palm Sunday with his family. Now he was being arrested.
They handcuffed me. They twisted my arm.
It was like a shock for me.
A real estate attorney, Atallah says he's been an American citizen for over 10 years. He immediately started questioning why he was being detained.
Even if you ask questions, they say we don't know, it's the government.
Atallah started to feel sick and requested medical attention. This report, filled out by an EMS team, determined Atallah was experiencing high blood pressure and was at risk for a stroke.
Did you catch that? Did you see the irony? He was celebrating Palm Sunday with his family, which is cool. But for those people who know what Palm Sunday is, right after, Jesus was arrested. He was demonized, victimized, and eventually led to his crucifixion. Now, personally, I'm not super religious, but just had to point that out. And he became so stressed to the point where he was about to have a stroke. Now look, he voted for this. He voted for the current Trump administration that does this kind of stuff to people. He just never thought it would happen to him.
Atallah says CBP agents requested to look into his email on his phone, which he denied them access to because of attorney-client privilege.
So I had to, under duress, give him permission to look through my email, through my privileged information, and he made me write a statement signed by me saying that I gave him permission to look through the email.
After several requests, Atallah says CBP agents called his sister Celine Atallah, who is an immigration attorney.
It started with the immigrants. It's coming to us Americans, and it's gonna go after all of us.
After nearly 5 hours, Atallah says he and his wife were released. They are now pursuing legal action.
I really thought things would change after this administration, when we had Mr. Trump in office. Things would change to the better. Things actually changed to the worse.
Yeah, dude. We were trying to tell you. Now, because personally, I'm an empathetic person, I don't want this to happen to anyone. But this dude has really tested me, because this is someone who obviously was okay with the demonization of other people, just he didn't think it was going to affect him. And a lot of people felt similar. Oh no, they treated me the way I want them to treat others, but not me. Aw, MAGA tears, how sweet they are. Good for him, his hate got him here. He really thought his money might make him exempt from Trump's wrath against immigrants. Don't care, you get what you vote for. That's such a surprise. Why would the government treat people this way? There simply were no signs that this would ever happen along the way, ever at all. And this one is the best one. MAGA doesn't care if you're a citizen. They just want everyone out with an accent or who's brown out. If you were deported by accident, they don't care. People need to realize that they want fascism. Now, on a positive note, this probably will change his perception about these kinds of issues going forward. But see, that's also a prime issue of these FAFO moments. One of the biggest flaws within human psychology is you're only bound to care about something when it negatively affects you. We need to circumvent that biological shortfall and actually care about injustices to other people. Because in the words of Martin Luther King Jr., injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. The biggest takeaway here is that there were no issues with his passport. There were no issues with his birth certificate, with any of that. No, he was just purely detained out of suspicion. Why? Because of the way he looks. You know what that's called? The racial profiling is the point. The hatred, the fear, and the racism is the main goal. In Trump's America, no one is safe. No one. Not even if you're a Trump supporter. And this is how he treats his supporters.